your Taylorville Tornadoes. Would everyone please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Lutheran Crusaders. Number 2, Evan Rodenberg. Number 3, Lucas Stevens. Number 4, James Curry. Number 5, Noah Rodenberg. 6, Silas Armburs. Number 7, Carter Matson. Number 8, Andy Holloway. Number 9, Ellie Tolliver. At keeper, number 0, Tristan Perry. Number 27, Peyton Stinson. And number 30, Micah Perkins. The Crusaders are coached by David Isham, Ed Welk, and Mark McDonald. Now let's meet the starting lineups for your Taylorville Tornadoes. Number 6, Vanish Patel. Number 7, Adam Cunnington. Number 2, Ben Peabody. Number 8, John Martinson. Number 11, Lincoln Coffey. Number 13, Isaac Orr. Number 14, Anthony Raveco. Number 17, Caleb Adcock. 18, Jacob Franklin. Number 30, Jace McMillan. And your goalkeeper, number 0, Brody Garrett. The Tornadoes are coached by Tim Carbach, Nathan Howard, and Carla Colado.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tommy TV broadcast this afternoon for the Taylorville and Lutheran's soccer game, and this game just about to be started on getting underway. Also, we have volleyball this weekend. Volleyball Thursday also will be broadcast on Tommy TV, and then Tommy TV will travel to the road for the Taylorville versus Mount Zion football game. and whistle blows, and looks like Lutheran won the coin toss. They kicking it up to the field, and one guy falls down, and they go into the middle where 7 is. 7 king towards 13, and 13 to number 9, and the ball was stopped by Anthony Riveco in the end zone. And then in the end zone, Riveco get the ball back out, and then sprinting to the outside. And it was number 6. Then the ball was kicked out of bounds, and number 3 for Lutheran set to turn in. The throw is in towards the number 5 where his teammate is, and then the ball got kicked out, and then Anthony Rebecca trying to box him out. Then he could not keep the ball behind the black line weather, and then out of bounds. Anthony Rebecca set the throw in, and then the throw is far thrown in toward the outside, and then Jace McMillan put his feet off, and then the ball now gonna be grabbed by McMillan. McMillan set to he gave the ball back to Riveco. Riveco set to throw in. The third in is towards the sideline, and now it's a number 6 for the white team set to turn in. 2 minutes elapsed. This game just get on started. Third way toward Peabody. Peabody towards number 6, and then Peabody gets his foot on it, and then got Deceptive in the middle. And then 7 has it with number 13 in the middle, trying to kick in the give and go, and looks like outsides it's called against Lutheran. And the ball is kicked up, and then some from Taylorville, and then number 7 Adam Cunnington in the middle trying to get it, and then the ball towards where 7 is. Ben Peabody stays with him, and number 9 keep the ball still in, and then he kicked it out of bounds. Taylorville set to throw in with Riveco set to throw in, waiting for everybody to get instructions, and then thirds in towards Jace McMillan and then the ball gets accepted, and then Ben Peabody calls everybody off, trying to do some moves, and then kicked it to Caleb Eckcock. And then just trying to settle in, and then the ball is still being attacked, and Caleb Eckcock kicked it backwards. Lincoln Coffey send the ball up, and then the white team with their player chasing after it, and the ball is still in, and Lincoln Coffey dribbles it, and the ball is still in on the other side of the end zone, and then the ball now it's controlled by Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody trying to dribble the sideline, and then the ball is still in with one player falls down, and number 13 gets his foot on it back into the other way. Jace McMillan gets there first, and then he trying to solo the ball. And then number 9 gets tacked after, and then Ben Peabody again with another stop. And then he sends it up to Eckcock. Eckcock kicked it up to he kicked it up and then out of bounds, and then Taylor will take the throw in. Throw in will be, looks like Caleb Eckcock. And then the throw in towards, he tapped it, giving the go to sure where Peabody is, and then Peabody to Eckcock. Eckcock back to Peabody. Now Peabody has it, kicking it to Riveco. Riveco takes a shot, and then the ball is still, nobody's throwing it under, and then finally, number 9 would retrieve it for the Lutheran, and then the ball was kicked out of bounds, and then number 6 set the throw in for Taylorville, and then he waits for instructions, and then still looking, finally give it to Jace McMillan, and the ball still kept it in, and then Jace gets the touch on it, and then Jace able to kick it off of number 4's foot, and then Taylorville will set with Anthony Riveco set the throw in. It's long towards the end zone, and then the ball got stopped, and Ben Peabody with the stop, and then he shoots, and then he was just wide of the goal, and then Taylorville with 5 minutes in, finally get their first shot attempts. Good effort there from Ben Peabody, and now his high kick up in the air. Riveco and his opponent gets after it, and then the ball slowed down by number 13, but now number 7 has it. Number 7 trying to go, and then Brody Garrett, the junior goalkeeper for the Tornadoes, grabs it, and then he looking to kick it up in the air, and then towards the middle of the field, and then finally Caleb Eckhock sells it in, and the ball is still alive with Eckhock. Eckhock trying to play it down the line, and then the ref said Taylorville Tornadoes. Eckhock throwing it into Peabody. Peabody trying to make some moves, and then Anthony Riveco gets it, trying to give it back to Peabody, and then the ball was finally settled in, and then long kick between Franklin and 7, and then he missed. And then one of the great opportunity right there for Lutheran, as our goalie was out of the box, and then he just missed off of the goalpost. And then Taylorville will third in with Anthony Riveco. Taylorville got a huge break there with our goalie being out of the box. Then the ball finally gets sold in, head tap there by Franklin. Franklin trying to put onto his foot, and then Ben Peabody kicked it towards the other side where Taylorville is in their zone, and then Lutheran trying to chase after it. Then number 6 gets it, and then their goalie calls everybody off, and then able to grab it. And with 7 minutes in, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. And then a high kick towards the middle of the field. Anthony Riveco and number 3 has it. Then Ben Peabody now has it. And then Ben Peabody kicked it up to Eckhock, and then number 6 has it. Then number 6 trying to give it back to Eckhock, and then Eckhock with a touch, and then a whistle was blown. And they're going to call Taylorville probably outside, and then with that being said, Lutheran with a free kick. And then he takes the kick up towards the sideline to his teammate, and then finally, and then Caleb, and then they kicked in out of bounds, and Taylorville was set to Duran. Then Duran, and then was Ben Peabody. He trying to give it to Anthony Riveco. Anthony Riveco to Jacob Franklin. Franklin still has the ball, and then gets it back to Riveco. Riveco trying to send it up, but just couldn't do it. Now Lincoln Coffey does, and then Adam Cunnington and number 6 gets after it, and then the ball went out of bounds, and they're gonna say could be a Taylorville corner. And set to take the corner is the third in from that side. It was not a corner. He gets it back to Riveco. Riveco back to Eckhock, and then Eckhock just could not save it between the black line, and then the ball will head to the other way. And then long throw in from the visitor side, and then he throws in a high towards Taylor. Eckhock gets his foot on it, and then still white ball as it was off of Eckhock, and then throwing in towards Anthony Riveco. Anthony Riveco trying to do head ball, and then did not. Jacob Franklin put his head on it, and then Lincoln Coffey in number 5 chasing after it, and then Coffey gets it back, and Coffey gets it back again, and then Caleb Eckhock kicked it to Ben Peabody, and then Peabody gets the ball stolen, and then with lots of defenders, and Taylorville has to retreat, and now outside was the call again, and then Taylorville will take a free kick. With 10 minutes gone in the first half, still nothing. And the ball is sent with Adam Cunnington getting chasing after, and then the ball was kicked out, and sounds like either it could be a Taylorville third in or a corner. it will be a third end. Caleb Eckcock set the third end towards number 30, and the ball gets popped up and just wide right. And it was out of the back the end zone, and then new ball gets tossed in, and then their keeper will set to kick it off. Well, no, it's not their keeper, one of their players. Ben Peabody puts his head on it and then popped it up. And now Jace McMillan, number 6 for Taylorville, gets after it. And then the ball is popped up towards the sideline. The ref called that out of bounds. And then Anthony Riveco, one of the 2 seniors, are playing in this game and throws it in. And then number 6 has it kicked off his foot and out of bounds. And then Riveco will get it closer towards our zone, and then we'll pick the ball up and then set the third in again. He's trying to throw it to number 30, Jace McMillan, and then the ball gets soloed back down, and then the goalie from Lutheran calls everybody off, and then everyone clears, and now he has the ball in his hands. Drop kick, and the kick is high towards the middle, and then Jacob Franklin, and then the two-header between Lincoln Coffey. Lincoln Coffey kicked it back the other way with Caleb Eckcock trying to save it, and the ball was stolen from Eckcock, and then dribbling it towards the sideline, and now it is out of bounds, and Taylorville they're in. And the ball was thrown in, and then trying to save it was Lutheran, and then could not, and then Taylorville will set the third in with Caleb Eckcock, and Caleb Eckcock has a long arm. He throws it towards the middle where Peabody is, and then the ball is now stolen in between 6, and now the ball is out of bounds again, and then Taylorville will throw it in again. And then thrown in is towards the middle from Eckcock. Eckcock gets it to Cunnington, and then Ben Peabody trying to take a shot, and they could not slow the under. And then Anthony Riveco goes to retrieve it, and then number 5 has it sent it up, and then Riveco gets it back, and then finally a foul called. And then foul was called on Taylorville, and then Taylorville will reset with Lutheran dribbling the ball up, and then somebody, number 5 over here, trying to send it up to 3, and then 3 got Jacob Franklin what's in on the sideline, and then Franklin gets the ball back, and then he trying to kick it up and just cannot, and the ball is still alive in the end zone, and then sideways kick, and then still not in the end zone yet. It's Caleb Eckcock trying to get out of there, and then the ball was kicked to the side and no goal, and Brody Garrett gets a weather the Taylorville defense there, gets a big applause from their fans as we got the ball out of danger, and then kicked it towards number 6, and Jace McMillan trying to solo it back down, and then number 4 has it, and Ben Peabody took it away from him, and now Ben Peabody solos the ball in between the black lines, and white ball thrown in as number 6 set the throw in. Long throw towards Riveco, couldn't get there, and then Jacob Franklin gets there first, and then dribbling around with it, and the ball. And then number three thrown into 7. 7 has a couple defenders trying to get past, and then a goal from number 7. With that being said, Lutheran is up 1-0.
Crusader goal by number 7, Carter Matson.
Then whistle blown again, and Taylorville gets a kick. Number 6 sends it, trying to send it up, and then Caleb, Adam Cunnington Weather gets it, and then Lutheran kicked it up, and then 3 Taylorville defenders and the Lincoln Coffee trying to kick it up to Riveco. Riveco trying to go back to Lincoln, and then finally the ball was soloed in, and Jacob Franklin kicked it towards the middle, and then Ben Peabody has it, and then he kicked it up towards the side, and then sounds like a handball was called, and Ben Peabody sets the ball down and then takes the free kick, and then the kick is up and towards the goal, and then the goalie grabs it. Now they'll reset, and the goalie has the ball in his hands. He kicked it up towards Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody trying to go to Caleb Eckcock. Eckcock did not get it over there, and then touching his foot, he saws it back down, and then now he dribbled it towards the sideline, and then Lutheran and Caleb Eckcock gets the ball from the ball girl on the other side, throwing it to Riveco. Riveco couldn't get there, and then Adam Cunnington, and then number 13 trying to get over there, and they kick the ball towards the middle, and then the ball gets taken, and Lincoln Coffee sends it towards the Taylorville zone, and then the goalie from Lutheran calls everybody off, and then he dropped the kick again, and then the kick is now towards the middle where 7 is, and then Anthony Riveco shoots it up again, and then was hit up top in the head, and then another header. And number 5 set the third in with 3 Taylorville in the middle, and then number 3 finally chases after it. And number 3 with no foul being called, and the ball went out of bounds. Sounds like it's Taylorville's. Either Taylorville's a goal kick. With 23 minutes left in the first half, so 1-0 Lutheran. Then Franklin gets it, and then he gets it. He's trying to dribble it up to. Then the ball soloed it down by number 5, and number 6 still has it in the dangerous black line, and then 13 finally has it. And then Jace McMillan and Ben Peabody trying to get it, and then number 3 has it, and then he kicked it up towards the sideline where 5 is. And then Brody Garrett, the junior keeper, keep the ball from being more danger, as now he popped it up towards the middle of the field where Adam Cunnington is, and then Cunnington trying to get his foot on it, and then Lutheran with the set over, and then 2 people sprinting after it, and then foul being called as Lincoln Coffee was being pushed by one of the Lutheran players, and now Taylorville will take a free kick. Ben Peabody set to take the free kick, then he kicked it up into the middle of the field right at the 50-yard line, then finally gets settled back down, and then Caleb Eckcock trying to get there, and the ball was passed up to 9. Number 13 has it, and number 13 kicked it up to Jace McMillan. Jace McMillan trying to send it to Adam Cunnington, then was in there, and then number 5 has it for Lutheran, and then he saved it in the sideline, and now number 9 has it. Then number 9 trying to kick it off the foot, and then now number 5 over here trying to save it between the black line, and then he does. And then he kicked it to the middle where number 2 is, number 2 in the middle of the field. Then number 7 trying to sprint. He has 2 goals for Lutheran. With that being said, Lutheran's 2, Taylorville nothing.
Crusader goal by number 7, Carter Matson.
And substitution is being made before this kickoff. what you call that in soccer? Guessing it's a timeout was taken.
It's just a water timeout. When it gets to a certain temperature, they usually let them take a drink break.
Okay. When we resume, Taylorville is down 2-0. They are taking a water break due to the temperature. And then when everybody gets hydrated, then the game will resume. And then both team is taking the field, and then the side doesn't switch after the timeout. Then Taylorville will set to get the ball and then go from there. We have Jace McMillan, Noah Barnes, number 8, and then Ben Peabody, and then number 21's in the game, and then Eckhart with Riveco, and then Lincoln Coffee looks like Jacob Franklin. Then the ball now is reset. Caleb Eckhart has it in the sideline, and then he still has it, and then the ball got taken, and then number 5 with the sprint, and then Brody Garrett trying to stop him, and Brody Garrett does do that. And then now it's Taylorville goal kick. Oh, Weather corner kick, Weather, and then the kick is up and way over towards the other side, and now it's going to be a goal kick from Taylorville, and then Caleb Eckhart gets the ball to the goalie, Weather, and then he has to set the ball down and then kick it, and he kicked it towards the side. Number 20 from the right team gets it. Number 13 gets it. He did not keep it in the line, and then number 5 set the third in for Lutheran, and he thirds in toward the middle of the field, and then the ball is still alive, and he trying to attack in the end zone, and then side kick shoot it over there, and then number 7 stolen again, and then he scored again.
Goal by number 7, Carter Matson.
Yeah, number 7 has all 3 goals, hat trick. 21 minutes into the game, and then the table has it. Ben Peabody dribbled it up with number 5, and then he still has it and still dribbling with it, and then number 5 gets it stolen with Franklin, and then the ball being kicked out of bounds. And then Lutheran set to take a corner kick. Well, it was a corner kick, and then he passed it to 5. 5 trying to play a give and go. Number 3 went through the goal post, and now Table will take a goalie kick after the ball gets back in, and Brody Garrett settled the ball. He settled the ball in the end zone, and then the ball is kicked with Franklin over there, and then Adcock let it go. And then Adcock set the third in as it was out of bounds, and then Adam Cunnington checking in for number 8, looks like. and then the whistle is blown in, and Caleb Eckhock throws it in towards Lincoln Coffee, and then the ball hit off of Coffee and then went out of bounds, and then number 3 set to throw in for Lutheran, and then he waits for his teammates and then throws it high in the middle with Franklin, and then Lincoln Coffee trying to get it. Did not. Caleb Eckhock still alive, and then Eckhock did save it, and then Taylorville will take a long throw with Eckhock, and then 2 people dribbling with it, and Lincoln Coffee trying to get a quick reset on the third end, and then Caleb Eckhock now has it, and then trying to play that, and then now Lutheran going to be getting it back on the third end coming from Lutheran, and then missed one of our Taylorville players, and then Peabody now has it. Then Peabody now has it, then Jacob Franklin sends it all the way up. Chasing it is Jace McMillan, and then the ball is out bounds, and then Lutheran set the third in, and number 21 with a great play, and then the ball thrown in towards number 5, and then Taylorville will set to get the third in, and then thrown in could be number 14, Anthony Riveco. He throws it towards the middle where Noah Barn is, and then Noah Barn gets the ball. Number 13 has it, and then Adam Cunnington trying to get there, and then Taylorville will have to retreat, and then Eckhock trying to sell it in with 7. 7 already has 3 goals, and he's sending it up towards number 3. Number 3 has Brody Garrett right there with him, and then Brody Garrett covered the ball up for Taylorville, and then he drop kick and then kicked it towards the middle where Ben Peabody is, has bounced it off of him, hit the head of number 8, and then hit another header of number 2 on the white team, and then the ball is getting sent it up towards the sideline, and Eckhock and Franklin chasing after it towards the corner of the end zone, and then the ball being passed out, and then they looking for a shot, and then good play there by Brody Garrett, as that was no good on the shot attempt, and then with 15:43 of still 3-0 Lutheran. Number 3 for Lutheran set to take a corner kick. And the corner kick is in, and then Taylorville gets after it, and then still trying to seeing who's going to get it, and then Ben Peabody come out of the pack with it, and then Ben Peabody still has it, and then Ben Peabody still has it, and then he still has it, and then pass it finally back to Riveco. Riveco trying to give it to 21, and then Brody Garrett has to come back out and save it again, and he has it, and then he looks like to do another drop kick, they kicked it towards the other side, and then in the middle of the field, and then Lutheran sells the ball back in, and then Caleb Eckhock and number 7 gets chasing after it. Number 7 sell the ball down and then making moves, and then number 3 gets in, and Taylorville trying to get it back to their zone, and Taylorville does with being a foul called. And the ball is being kicked up, and Jace McMillan gets after it, and the number 6 kicked it up towards the sideline and out of bounds. And then Anthony Riveco thought he was going to be able to throw in, but substitution was first. And then Anthony Riveco finally throws the ball in towards McMillan. Ben Peabody trying to sell the ball back down, and then he gets it back to 13. 13 trying to get it to 13, but it did not work. 5 set to throw in. Throw in is towards the middle where Franklin is, and then he popped it up. And then the ball is still in play and not anymore. And then 5 set to throw in back in again. He keeps trying to throw it into number 27 Weather. And then Anthony Riveco resets, and then Caleb Eckhock kicking it towards the sideline. And then Adam Cunnington has it hit. The player slips down, and then ball is number 12 coming out of the pack with it. Not anymore. And then the ball was kicked out of bounds again, and then Ben Peabody dribbling with it, passing it back to Lincoln Coffee, and then Noah Barnes trying to chase after it. And then it now is a battle between 5 and Franklin, and then number 5 trying to get there, and then stopped. The ball was stopped by Brody Garrett, and that was grabbed by Brody Garrett. And now he popped it up and then sold it back in. It was Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody still dribbling with it, now sends it up. And then number 12 from the white team just kicked the ball out of bounds and saved his team from danger. Now Taylorville will take a corner kick. And it looks like Jacob looks like Caleb Eckcock is taking a corner kick for Taylorville, and then he puts his hands up, and then being ready to kick it, and the kick is up. And then it was way too much to the other side. Now Taylorville has to reset. And then throwing in from that corner. And then Ben Peabody has it. Peabody kicked it back out to Lincoln Coffee. And then 7, Adam Cunnington trying to sew the ball back in before it gets intercepted. And Lincoln Coffee takes a shot. And then he was just wide, and now is out of bounds. Good shot there from Lincoln Coffee. And then they did say what he had off of white, and then Caleb Eckcock set to take his second corner kick, with Taylorville being possession towards the goal. And then kick is up, and now the kick is back outside. Anthony Riveco trying to take the kick, but could not, and then sending it up to number 5 with the sprint. And number 5 still has 2B1 he has to go through, and then stopped by Brody Garrett once again. That's the second time number 5 trying to go shot on him, and then he stopped both of them, and then finally grabbed the ball with the 10 minutes left remaining in the half. And then Caleb Eckcock goes back and gets it, and then number 1 finally has it, and then now it's out of bounds. Then Taylorville will set the kick. Now it's under 10 minutes. Into the first half, and then the ball is being played by the sideline, and then Ben Peabody still has it within the sideline, and then stolen it, but Taylorville still get the ball. Lincoln Coffee takes a long throw towards that sideline. 2 people chasing after it, and then the ball is still alive. And then Ben Peabody gets his chest over, and then number 23 trying to go up with it, and it hits a head, and then falls down, and then Anthony Riveco sells it within, and then Anthony Riveco was thrown in. The thrown in was to Jacob Franklin, and he sends it over to Eckcock. Eckcock takes a sprint, and then is being battled over, and then Caleb Eckcock. No, they're going to say wide throw-in. Under 8:40 remains in the first half. Then long third in towards that one bench over there on the other side, and then sold it back down, and then got taken back. And then he passed it towards the sideline, and then Franklin gets a sprint, and then he kicked it out of the end zone, and out of bounds it goes. Oh, they're going to say corner, but they didn't really take a corner. He went to the side and then taking a shot, and then Brody Garrett played like a shortstop and then stopped it onto his laps, and then he grabs it, kicked it towards the sideline where number 23 is, and they hit it off of him, and then White sets the third in. Number 4 takes the third in. He throws it over to his buddy, number 7, who has all 3 goals, and then Anthony Riveco now has it. Ben Peabody now has it. And then Ben Peabody dribbling with it. And then still dribbling with it. And then the ball is out. And then White set the third back in. And then third back in is number 4. They trying to go quick. And number 7, who has it back the end zone, trying to save it. And just cannot. And then the ball will go back to Taylorville. And then Brody Garrett with the kick, number 1, trying to get it, and then he does, and then he kicked it towards the end zone. Brody Garrett grabs it with 2 hands, and then Taylor trying to retreat, and then kicked it back again, and then was to Adam Cunnington, and Ben Peabody has it. Peabody kicked it up, and then trying to have it control, and then him and Lincoln Coffey, and then Caleb Beckcock has it, and then he kicked it towards the sideline, and good play there, but it's out of the end zone onto the track, and then Lutheran will throw the ball back in. And then Hyde thrown in the end zone, and then selling it back in was Jacob Franklin, and then Noah Barnes and number 23 chasing after it, and then the white team kicked the ball back out, and then Taylorville will set the throw in was number 23. He throws it in towards Levi Bussinger, and then Levi Bussinger trying to play that within the sideline, and then number 20 now has it. 20 gave it back to number 5, and then Ben Peabody, and then Lincoln Coffey settled the ball down, and then their goalie gonna to grab that one as now he's gonna drop kick, and the kick is up, and number 7, who has been a machine for Lutheran, and gets it. And then whistle was blown. Sounds like they're going to give Taylorville the free kick, and Ben Peabody will take the free kick at about the 40-yard line, and then kick is way over to the other side with the white team chasing after it. And then the ball is still in play, and they cannot play that. And then set the throw in is number 23, throws it in towards Ben Peabody. Ben Peabody trying to put some moves on, and then he gets triple teamed, and the ball now is sent it up towards the other sideline, and then Franklin has it within the sideline. Then Caleb Eckcock trying to get there, were just let it go, and then the ball is still in play, and then Eckcock kicked it towards the sideline and out of bounds with under 4 minutes. Number 3 is set to check in for Lutheran, and the ball wait to be thrown in. 3 Taylorville players was there. Anthony Riveco got there first, and then number 27 trying to intercept him, and then they still have it, and then the ball being kicked. And then number 27 with their fourth goal for Lutheran.
Crusader goal by number 7, Carter Matson.
Under 3 minutes left, Ben Peabody still dribbling with it, gets it back to Eckhock. Eckhock trying to sell the ball back down and then dribbling it towards that sideline. Then give it back to Peabody. Peabody trying to do the same and then kicked it up and then to table Adam Cunnington and the white team was sprinting through and then the ref's gonna say off of Taylorville foot and then white ball. And then long turn in towards the sideline off of the head of Peabody, and then he hit his head again, and then saving it towards within the sideline is Adam Cunnington trying to gets it, and then Taylorville will take their third corner of the night. Then Eckhock sets the ball down, and then everyone else will reset Kuhn to their goalie, and then the kick is, and then the ball was kicked out of the end zone, and then no table defender got back. Now Anthony Riveco trying to save the goal from his team, and what was that?
Crusader goal by number 5, Noah Rodenberg.
And then Coffee with the touch. And then the ball with number 7, Adam Cunnington, with sprint again with number 12. Number 12 saved the ball in the end zone and then back to trying to give it to his team, but Caleb Eckhock. And then number 3 saved it between the lines, and he's still in bounds. Then he's still. And then a foul called went up against Caleb Eckhock as he was trying to play the ball there, but it sounds like Lutheran will take a PK after the ref gives the goalie Brody Garrett some instructions, and then he backs up. And then number 3.
Goal by number 3, Lucas Stevens.
And then kicked it up towards the middle of the field where was Caleb Eckhock, and then number 20 and number 13 trying to get his foot on it, and then the ball's still alive, and not for long. Number 4 grabs it. Oh, he gets it back to 6 with under a minute, and then number 6 set the third end. The third is in towards number 7, who has 3 of the 6 goals for Lutheran, and then Eckhock gets the ball intercepted and then Brody Garrett saved it in the end zone, and I don't believe he has to set it down. He does not, and then looks like he will be doing a drop kick, and the kick is up, and Anthony Reveco gets his foot on it first, and Ben Peabody with a hip tap, and then Adam Cunnington trying to chase after it, and then now the other team has it back. Ben Peabody was just not enough room there for him to do anything with that. With that being said, the score at the half, 6-0 Luther. We will have 10 minutes at halftime, and then I'll be back. Oh, that's... sir. Uh, Welcome back to the second half of our soccer action. Both teams did switch sides, and then whistle was blown. Ben Peabody is set to take the kick back to Edcock. Edcock has all sorts of room to send it up, and he does. He's sending it up, and then Ben Peabody now trying to find it with the follow number 2, and then Anthony Riveco popped it up and then hit off the head of Peabody, and then Peabody hits another head. Then Ben Peabody trying to get it, and then the ball was dribbled backside, and it looks like Lutheran put their backup goalie into the game, and number 7. Now the ball was still saved in bounds, and then 7 has it again, and then with the control now sending it back up is Lutheran, and Taylorville will take the third in. And Lincoln Coffee checking in the game for Noah Barnes. And then the ball gets turned in from the sideline, and then player falls down, and the ball went out of bounds and set to turn in it again. And the ref told him to move down, and then turn it in from right there beyond the 50, and the ball gets turned in towards the middle, and then off of a head of both players, and then Anthony Riveco sells it underneath, and then the ball, number 3, now sells it before the ball gets out, and then makes a quick move. And then number 3 still dribbling with it between 3 defenders, and then Edcock has him trapped, and then he gives it back, and then the ball popped it up, and Jacob Franklin finally gets it out of the zone, and then back with the head ball. And then number 3 kicked it back to 2, and 2 back to 3, playing a give and go here. And then number 3 trying to do the same thing again on the corner of the end zone. And then now they're playing a give and go. The 5 already has a goal. And then selling it back in. And then a Taylorville player defender takes it. And now they went back to get it. Now they reset being in the back. And then 27 trying to get it. And then he kicks it up. And nice play by Brody Garrett to hit it on top of the football goalpost, and then counts as no good, and the ball, it's now taken. Now the ball is being taken by number 7 for a corner. Number 7 already has 3 goals of their 6, and he sets the ball down. And then he kicks it in towards the end zone, and then number 2 came in to help out. Number 3 got Anthony Riveco behind him, back to 2, 2 back to 3, and then 3 set the kick, and then he messed up, and then he has it again, now kicking it towards the far corner of the end zone. Finally gets the ball sold it in, and then scored right there with the cross pass.
Crusader goal by number 7, Carter Matson.
And then now under 20 minutes left, and then kicking it into the middle, 27, sells it back in, and then the ref blows the whistle, and then Caleb Beckcock sets the ball down, taking a free kick. Looks like could be a handball was called, and I missed, and then kicked it towards the middle, and then Ben Peabody trying to dribble it between 2 defenders, and then the ball's still alive, sold in by number 5, and now is out of bounds. Anthony Riveco retreats back behind a black line and set to turn in, and then he turned in towards Ben Peabody. Peabody back to Riveco. Riveco kicked it up towards the sign, and the ball gets kicked towards the middle where Franklin is. He's trying to sell it with his head, and then finally the ball is in the end, then out of bounds again, and number 7 gets a huge round of applause from the Lutheran fans as he put one heck of show onto in tonight's game, and looks like his night might be done. Number 6 checking out in the game for Taylorville as well. Then Caleb Eckcock has it out to Lincoln Coffee. Lincoln Coffee falls down, no whistle being blowed, and then Franklin did not touch it. Now Brody Garrett grabs the ball, and then he running around with it, and then finally, set the kick, and he dropped the kick, and number 3 has his foot on it first, and then stopped it, and then looking to reset, and then spins back, and then Anthony Riveco playing excellent defense, not let him do that, and then Ben Peabody came in with a trap, and the ball still alive, and somehow he still has it, and a bunch of dribble moves, and Brody Garrett calls everybody off again and grabs it again. Now drop and kick high in the middle, and then gets it back. Adam Cunnington has it and still has it. Now Lincoln Coffee shooting it up where Riveco is. Riveco playing excellent defense on number 3. Cannot let him get ahead of the team, and then the ball is being kicked out of bounds. Anthony Riveco with that outstanding defense, throwing in towards number 3. Number 2 falls down, and then another fall down, and finally a whistle came in. Ben Peabody got pushed. And then number 21 set to check in to the game weather, and then Anthony Riveco will kick from the 30-yard line, and then waiting for it, and then he set to kick, and the kick is over. And the ball's taken back out of the Taylorville zone, and then running with it, number 13 was a nice play there, and it slowed it down. Franklin with a good play, trying to hit it back to Riveco. Riveco trying to get it, number 23, number 3 chasing after it, and then number 23 has Caleb Eckcock with the defense on him, and then he gave it back to 5 back to 3, and then try to play that give and go. Number 3 resets, and they hit it off of Eckcock. Number 1 set to turn in as number 5 checks out of the game, and then set to turn in. He throws it in towards number 3, it looks like, and then Eckcock has it, gets it back to Riveco. Riveco kicked it to number 2 and out of bounds, and now Taylorville will reset. Number 3 playing some tricks, and then Franklin got his head on it, and then Anthony Riveco settled the ball back down where Caleb Eckcock is, and then they're going to say off of Lutheran, then Taylor will throw back in towards the end zone at the sideline, and then now Taylor has it again, and then Caleb Eckcock set to throw in towards the sideline, and Ben Peabody trying to get a header on it, and then number 7, Adam Cunnington. Anthony Riveco sends the ball kind of up, and number 30 kicks it out of bounds, and Taylor will get the ball back, and then Anthony Riveco, one of the leaders on the team, will set to throw the ball back in, and waiting for the instructions from the from the ref, and then the whistle was blown. And then it looks like Taylorville has taken Brody Garrett out of the game, and Lincoln Coffey takes his replacement in the goalpost. Then Lincoln Coffey with his first save of the ball game. Then he drops a kick high in the air, and then the ball is on the 50-yard line, and then and then the ball gets solded back in, and number 3 has it. Edcock puts his foot on it first, dribbling with it on that sideline to Riveco. Riveco did not get there, and then number 3 finally has it again, and then he tried to kick it. Now Franklin trying to kick it the same, and did not get the ball settled down, and then Lincoln Coffey has to run back down and now retrieves and makes another dive. And with 2 stops, and then the ball being slowed down by Lutheran, and then being taken, and keeps going to number 3. Now number 1 has it, and he just got the ball out of Lincoln's reach. And with that being said, number 1 with his first goal of the night.
Crusader goal by number 1, Isaac Britton.
And then Ben Peabody's set to take the kick, and then Caleb Adcock sends the ball up, passes everybody but the defenders, and then he retrieves it, and now Taylorville will set the turn back in, and Levi Bissinger checking into the game. He'll take out number 13. Under 10 minutes left in the game, and then Noah Barnes sent it towards the sideline. 12 didn't even trying to save it. He just kicked it to the track, and Taylorville will set to throw the ball back in. And then dribbling with it, taking a shot, and then with just out of the back of the end zone, and then Lutheran will set to take a goal kick. And then the ball was out of bounds. Number 3 set to throw in. Long thrown in towards Edcock. Edcock gets his head on it, and Franklin comes back to retrieve. And smart play by the senior, Jacob Franklin, kicking it towards out of bounds. And then Taylorville defense will able to reset, and then throw it back into the middle. Franklin, right there like Book, and then Adam Cunnington gets his foot on it. Franklin back to Cunnington, then number 1 did the same, and then number 20, Lincoln Coffey. And then no foul was being called, and then high shot, and then Lincoln Coffey with a catch. He caught it, but it was out of bounds, and then Lutheran will take corner number 27, set to take the corner for his team, and then broadcast, and then yeah, number 3 has the side with him. He gets it back to 3, and then 3 trying to dribble it, into the sideline of the end zone. He still does. Makes his move and then takes a shot and then just missed wide. Then Taylorville will take the kick. And Lincoln Coffee kicks it, and then 20 has it, and then number 27 now has it, and then Lincoln Coffee smart let that go, and then Taylor will take another goalie kick, and then looks like a corner was given. Thought Lincoln let that go, but or that he didn't. And then the ball still in Lutheran's zone and still not out of there yet. And then now the ball being dribbled down towards the sideline. Now Taylorville has it. And then throwing it in is Levi Bussinger. He'll set to get the ball thrown in to Adam Cunnington, and then Jacob Franklin with the kick towards Adcock, and then number 3 has it in the end zone, and then he takes a shot at it. 27 has it, and then Jacob Franklin saved it from him before he slips down, and then Franklin still has it, and then he still sent it all the way back to clear the zone, and now Taylorville will reset a little bit, and then the ball was give and go, and then another nice touch pass, and then Caleb Eckcock distract that, and then number 6 was trying to give in the go, and then Anthony Riveco did the same, and Lincoln Coffee now chases after and then gets it from number 6, and then Coffee set to kick it up, and then 23 trying to save it first. He does, and then Anthony Riveco, it was just out. He had a good idea there, and then out, and then number 30 set the throw in for Lutheran, and then he trying to throw it. He throws it towards number 6, and then he got called for football as he stepped over the black line before he threw it, and then the ball now is retrieved. Anthony Riveco did not step over the line, able to get it thrown over without nothing being called, and then the ball is still playable on the sideline, and then number 23 with the save, and then Ben Peabody, and then the whistle was blown, and then they called outside on Taylorville, and then Lutheran will take the free kick. Then free kick is up, and number 6 now has a clear path to goal, but Lincoln Coffee is right there to stop him, and then so is Adcock, and then the ball was just shot wide. And then Franklin sets the ball down. Looks like he's gonna take the kick out of the end zone and then kick straight over, and then number 27 gets his foot on it, and then Caleb Adcock did the same, and Ben Peabody retrieves it and gets it back to Riveco. Riveco sends it up towards the sideline, and the ball is still in bounds, and now it's not. And number 6 make a couple moves, gets the ball stolen by Anthony Riveco, and then Riveco is still up there with it, and then the ball gets sold it back down. 27 trying to kick it to number 3 towards the sideline. Number 3 gets retreat. he retrieves it and slows it down and then kicked it to number 6. And then number 6 has a defender coming along with him. Then Eckcock and then number 6 get called for a push. And then Caleb Eckcock sends the ball towards the 50-yard line, and then number 27 with the hit kick to the side, and then number 20 now has it. And then the ball was kicked back up, and under 3 minutes left. Score still remained the same, and set to turn in. Looks like Levi Bussinger, he throws it in, and ball was now being kicked, and Lincoln Coffey grabs it, and then he drop kicked it, and then 2 players was there for Taylorville, and then number 8 retrieve it and then gets it back to number 9 of his teammate, and then Levi Bussinger, and the ball is still in play, and then finally Lutheran has it in the end zone, and the ball now the game is automatic over with the score being 9 to 0. Yeah.
Crusader goal by number 6, Tyler Armberg.
And with that being said, the final score is Lutheran 9, Taylorville 0. And want to quick go over, make sure you tune in. Thursday on Tommy TV, I will be on the call for the Taylorville as I take on Mattoon for volleyball. Game time 7 o'clock, and Friday, make sure you also tune in to Tommy TV for the Taylorville football game at Mount Zion. We'll live stream, have some people in studio and then some cameras back into Mount Zion as we'll trying to live stream that football game. And then with that being said, my name's Tanner Smith. Thanks for watching. I'm done.